Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. I welcome all the aspirants of IBPS PO and Clerk, SBI PO and Clerk and RBI Grade B. Also the insurance exam. For your benefit, now I am bringing set number 6. Before this there have been 5 sets where we are explaining everything in a very holistic manner, and let's begin set 6. The Reserve Bank of India has granted how many years to LIC to cut its stake in IDBI Bank by 10%. First question. Okay, IDBI, is it a private bank or is it a public sector bank? What do you think? What it is? The answer is it is a private bank. I'm not saying it, it is said by the RBI. RBI has classified IDBI Bank as a private bank. Now, LIC is a government company. It's a public sector company, right? And LIC owns how much in the IDBI Bank? 51%. But RBI is not comfortable. They have told LIC to decrease their share in IDBI Bank from 51% to 41%. Okay, so the share has to be reduced. LIC's share has to be reduced in IDBI by 10% in next 12 years. So 12 years is the time when LIC has to reduce it. Now, another thing, LIC, okay, it is the major shareholder in IDBI Bank. What about the rest? So, the government is the other major investor in IDBI Bank, owning 46.46%. Okay, and as I said, RBI has classified IDBI as a private sector bank. Which bank has received the approval of the Competition Commission of India for the proposed acquisition of a company called Grah Finance? Now, who owns this company, Grah Finance? HDFC. Clear or not clear? Grah Finance is India's one of the biggest companies in housing finance. Okay, Grah means housing. So Grah Finance is owned by HDFC. Now, Bandhan Bank wanted to buy Grah Finance and HDFC wanted to buy a stake in Bandhan Bank. So it has all figured out beautifully. HDFC has got a stake in Bandhan Bank. In return, Bandhan Bank has acquired Grah Finance. So it's a completely stock swap deal. The answer is Bandhan Bank. So Bandhan Bank will increase its shareholding in Grah Finance. Okay, it will increase in its share in Grah Finance, and HDFC will acquire a stake in the Bandhan Bank in return. The IMF and the World Bank, they have together launched a private blockchain with a pseudo token. What is the name of this pseudo token? And IMF and World Bank, together they are called Bretton Woods twins. Okay, Bretton Woods twins. So what is it called? It is called learning coin. Now, what is a learning coin basically? Learning coin will be used by IMF and World Bank to skill develop and teach relevant individuals within the organizations about blockchain technology. So learning coins will be used to teach about blockchain to their own employees or any relevant individuals within these two organizations. The coin does not have any value, hence we are calling it a pseudo token. Pseudo token. Which bank has become the first public sector bank to meet RBI's EMV mandate? In the exam, they can also ask you what is EMV. So M stands for MasterCard, V stands for Visa, and E stands for Europay. Okay, so RBI's EMV mandate, which is the first bank to meet it, it is Canara Bank. Canara Bank. So Canara Bank has successfully rolled out new functionality that supports EMV and acquiring across its ATM network and Aadhaar authentication. Which general insurance company has been certified with ISO 31000 2018? It is Cholamandalam MS. Cholamandalam MS, it has been certified with ISO. And what is this? It is International Risk Management Standard. And this standard provides guidelines, principles, framework, and a process for managing risk. It can be used by any organization regardless of its size, activity, or sector. The certificate has been awarded to them for 3 years. Reserve Bank of India has signed a statement of commitment to which of the following codes? Which code will be followed by RBI? It is called FX Global Code. Very, very important. FX Global Code. FX Global Code represents a set of principles generally recognized as good practice in the wholesale foreign exchange market. What is FX code? In the foreign exchange market, right? FX Global Code is a set of principles. Those are recognized as good practice. Now remember, if I ask you that this code is based on how many principles? So FX Global Code is based on 6 principles: ethics, governance, execution, information sharing, risk management and compliance, and confirmation and settlement processes. Which bank has become the first destination bank to go live with net banking and debit card based e-mandate authentication? First destination bank to go live with net banking and debit card based e-mandate authentication is Kotak Mahindra. So Kotak Mahindra has launched debit card based e-mandate on NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India's API platform. Also, what is destination platform? Destination bank. Destination bank in NACH platform is the one that is responsible for the processing of inward NACH transaction file, and NACH is a platform of National Payment Corporation of India for bulk and repetitive payments, for bulk and recurring payments. The world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, it is called Binance. It has launched its own blockchain titled what? What is the blockchain of Binance called? It will be called Binance Chain. And Binance is based in a country called Malta. It is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. And Binance Chain, the thing they have launched, will allow crypto startups to issue coins directly on the company's platform. So Binance Chain will now rival Ethereum networks. Securities and Exchange Board of India, they have reduced the minimum subscription requirement for Real Estate Investment Trust REIT to what amount? From earlier 2 lakh rupees. There are 2 important terms you have to remember. One is REIT, one is InvIT. So InvIT is the Infrastructure Investment Trust and the second one is the Real Estate Investment Trust. There are 2 types of trust. What is the minimum subscription limit now? It has been lowered, okay, in both. So the minimum subscription requirement for REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust, earlier was 2 lakh, now it is only 50,000. And the minimum subscription requirement for InvIT, that is Infrastructure Investment Trust, earlier was 10 lakh, now it is only 1 lakh. The Reserve Bank of India has divested its entire stake in which organization? Which means Reserve Bank of India had some stake in these organizations but now sold those stakes completely to the government of India. So RBI had a stake in NABARD and NHB. So the answer is A and B. How much stake they had? So RBI had a share of 20 crore only in NABARD, but in NHB they had a significant stake worth 1450 crore. With this, the government of India now owns 100% stake in both the financial institutions, NABARD and NHB. Which bank has launched India's first green car loan? Green car loan is a loan which is for buying the electric vehicle, to encourage the customers to buy electric vehicle. Government of India has also launched a project called FAME for faster adoption of electric vehicles, mixed and electric hybrid vehicle or electric vehicle. That is called FAME project. Its recently second phase has started. Also, the government of India has something known as a e-mobility project where after 2013 India, only electric cars will be allowed to be sold, not diesel or petrol or CNG. The first bank to issue green car loans is State Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India has given its approval to which bank for acquiring 9.9% stake in Bandhan Bank? Which bank has bought 9.9% stake in Bandhan Bank? It is HDFC in return for Grah Finance. Bandhan Bank in return has got the acquisition of Grah Finance, which was HDFC owned earlier. And you should know the full form of HDFC also, Housing Development Finance Corporation. Who has become the first woman zonal manager of LIC? First woman zonal manager of LIC is Mini Eep. And for which zone she has become? South Central Zone. This is the zone she has become the manager of. According to Fitch, which bank has become the first bank in the Asia Pacific region to start explicit interest rate easing cycle? Explicit interest rate easing cycle, it is the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Why? There was 2 repo rate cuts back to back, if you remember. In fact, 3 now. In the 3 monetary policies back to back, there have been cut by 25 basis points in the monetary policy, in the repo rate. So that is why the bank was designated to have an explicit interest rate easing cycle. The Reserve Bank of India has allowed the foreign portfolio investors to invest in which bonds? Foreign portfolio investors can now invest in the municipal bonds. Municipal bonds. The Reserve Bank of India, they will soon issue new 20 rupee denomination banknote, which has motif of which monument on the reverse of the note? Rupees 20. Which motif? It is the Ellora Caves. Ellora Caves. Now you can see here that the 20 rupee note, you need to know only 3 things. The color, what is on the back side, that's it. If it is a very new note like this one, you can be asked dimensions also. But usually dimensions will not be asked unless it is a very new note. Okay. So 20 rupee new note is this one. It is in the Mahatma Gandhi new series. The motif of Ellora Caves, and you can see Ellora Caves here. It is on the reverse side. So there are 2 sides, obverse and reverse. Reverse is the back side and obverse is the front side. The base color of the note is greenish yellow. Okay. In the option you will also find yellowish green. It is not yellowish green. It is greenish yellow, which means it is primarily yellow, but it has a greenish tinge or greenish hue to it. The dimension of the note is 63 by 129. 63 by 129, the way to remember it is, if you invert 6 like this, it becomes 9. So starting is 6 and ending is 9. That is how you will be able to eliminate some options. There are 4 or 5 notes more that you need to know because they are recent. They are not latest, but they are recent. Okay. There is a new 100 rupee note that was released on 19th of July 2018. So it's been 1 year. Color is lavender. This color, it is lavender. And on the back side, you will see Rani Ki Vav, which is a World Heritage Site in the Patan district of Gujarat. Rani Ki Vav. And then this one, it is the new 10 rupee note. The color is chocolate brown. It was released on 5th of January 2018. And Konark Sun Temple is on the back side. So then there is a 50 rupee note that was released on 10th of November 2017. This color is the fluorescent blue, and Hampi, which is a World Heritage Site in Karnataka, Hampi motif is on the back side. And then this one, the new 200 rupee note, the color is bright yellow. The release date was 25th of August 2017, and Sanchi Stupa, which is a World Heritage Site in Madhya Pradesh, is on the back side. And of course, who can forget the 2 notes after demonetization, the new 500 rupee note and the new 2000 rupee note. You just remember the color and what is on the back side. So 500 rupee note, color is stone gray, and red fort image is on the back side. And the 2000 rupee note that was introduced for the first time after demonetization, the color is magenta and image of Mangalyaan was on the back side. Wirecard, it has partnered with which bank to promote financial inclusion in India? Wirecard has partnered with which bank? It is the RBL Bank. RBL Bank. The Reserve Bank of India has extended the non-banking financial company Ombudsman scheme to non-deposit taking NBFCs with asset size of minimum what amount? And also remember that the maximum award under NBFC Ombudsman scheme is 10 lakh rupee. So what should be the minimum asset size of these companies? It should be 100 crore. Another question on Ombudsman. The banking Ombudsman received what percentage of more customer complaints in financial year 18 compared to 17 according to RBI? So 25%, and to be precise 24.9% was the increase in the number of complaints. This question has already been asked in 2 exams this year, so it's an important question. And total number of complaints that were received in 2017 and 2018 financial year, if you compare, so in 2018 it was 25% more. Another important thing, how many banking ombudsman offices are there in India? RBI has 22 banking ombudsman office. The only city which has 3 offices is Delhi. Mumbai has 2 and others have 1. Remember, banking ombudsman scheme was introduced in 1995. It is a cost-free and swift grievances redressal mechanism. And the banking ombudsman scheme, what is the amount, maximum compensation? It was increased from 10 lakh to 20 lakh. For non-banking financial company, it is still 10 lakh, but for the banks, it is 20 lakh rupees. Which public sector bank topped the ease reforms index released by the government? The bank that showed maximum transformation was Punjab National Bank. And what is ease? Very, very important. So ease reforms index was released by Arun Jaitley on 28 February 2019. Ease stands for Enhanced Access and Service Excellence. This can be asked. Enhanced Access and Service Excellence. This index measures the performance of each public sector bank on 140 objective matrices across 6 themes. PNB showed the maximum improvement in the reforms agenda, and second was Bank of Baroda, third was SBI. So these 3 banks have improved tremendously. Who has taken charge as Managing Director and CEO of Yes Bank? It is Ravneet Gill. Which company has won the ASSOCHAM Non-Life Insurer of the Year? Non-life insurer means what? General insurer. Okay. So which is it? It is Bharti AXA, General Insurance Company. And since it is by ASSOCHAM, which is a government body, so this is important. Under the World Bank funded project called APART, Agri-Business and Rural Transformation Project, which is called APART, Rice Knowledge Bank has recently been set up where? Rice Knowledge Bank web portal has been set up in Assam, where all the information regarding rice production technology, research development, everything will be on a web portal. Which bank has acquired 9.9% stake in non-banking financial company called Kisan Finance? There is an NBFC called Kisan Finance. 9.9% stake in it has been acquired by ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank. The Ministry of Finance has launched new series of visually impaired friendly circulation coins. In which of the following denomination? So these have been launched in various denominations. All the above covered, all of the above. So there are 5 denominations in which these have been introduced. Rupee 1, 2, 5, 10 and 20. And all of these coins are visually impaired friendly, blind friendly. How? The 20 rupee coin will have, it will be a polygon. It will be a polygon with 12 edges. So even a blind person can easily touch the edge of the coin and count the number of edges. It is a 20 rupee coin. Clear? And all the coins apart from 20 rupees, that is 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupee and 10 rupee, okay, they will be round in shape. They will be round. But 20 rupee coin will be polygon with 12 edges. So that is how the coins can be adjudged by a visually impaired person. Of course, there are other parameters also. As per the new guidelines by the Reserve Bank of India, the white label ATM. What are white label ATMs? These are the ATMs which are owned by the non-banking financial companies. So white label ATM can now buy cash above a threshold of how many lakh pieces of any denomination directly from the RBI currency chest against full payment. Okay. So the white label ATMs can now buy directly from the RBI currency chest, but minimum what threshold? That is minimum how many lakh pieces they have to buy. Minimum they have to buy 1 lakh pieces. 1 lakh pieces. Another thing, remember that the currency chest, the new currency chest that have been approved by the RBI, they should be able to process 6.6 lakh pieces of notes every day. in the normal area and 2.1 lakh pieces of notes every day in a hilly or the area which is not easy to access. 6.6 lakh pieces of notes should be processed by the new currency chest every day. That is the guideline. And white label ATM, they can offer various services like bill payment, interoperable cash deposit services, etc. Even white label ATMs can also display advertisement related to non-financial products or services anywhere. Also, white label ATM can source cash. They can source cash from any scheduled bank, including cooperative banks or RRBs, regional rural banks. To provide short-term crop loan up to 3 lakh rupees to the farmer at an interest rate of 7%, the RBI has decided to offer interest subvention of what percent per annum to lending institution. So basically, the lending institutions are the public sector banks and the private banks. They give loan to the farmer. RBI wants these banks, to give loans at reduced interest rate, that is 7% only, up to 3 lakh rupees. For that, RBI is willing to give these banks an interest subvention of 2%. So the answer is 2%. Which country will launch a digital currency called as SOV? SOV. This currency will be launched by Marshall Islands. So this was the set 6 of the banking awareness. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. And do check your accuracy rate also. Are you able to answer the questions or not? Very soon I will come up with set number 7. That will be the last and final set. Thank you so much for watching.